Kelassir, boleh dengar?
Ada echo.
Sekejap. Siapa ni? Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So, for our group, we present about propagation effects and handoff. So, the signal strength we can illustrate by this image. So, this image has include the select cell I on the left boundary and select J on the right boundary, and signal strength we will measure in decibel, and the last thing is ideal boundary. Next. So the difference between signal strength and fading is signal strength is a strength of signal between BS and mobile unit need to be strong enough to maintain signal quality. Then not too strong so as to create a co-channel interference. Lastly, signal strength must handle variation in noise. For fading, rap, rapid fluctuation of received signal strength over short time interval and or travel distance. Next, time variation of received signal caused by change in transmission pipe. Lastly, even if signal strength is in effective range, signal propagation effect may disrupt the signal. So the fading definition is fading signals occur due to reflection from ground and the surrounding building, as well as scattered signal from tree, people, and towers.
Type of fading can occur in wireless network. Categorize them based on two main factors. The first one is small scale fading, that's another part-time delay space. This type of fading occur due to the multi-part propagation of the radio signal. A transmitted signal reaches the receiver through multi-parts due to reflection scattering. The signal can interfere each other, causing fluctuation in the received signal strength. There are two subcategories. The first one is flat fading. This occurs when the bandwidth of the transmitted signal is smaller than the bandwidth of the channel. In this case, all the frequency components of the signal experience roughly the same level of fading. The second one is the frequency selective fading. This occurs when the bandwidth of the transmitted signal is larger than the bandwidth of the channel. Different frequency components of the signal experience different level of fading, leading to the disruption of the potential range of data. Small scale fading. This type of fading is caused by the relative motion between the transmitter and receiver. The, the Doppler effect causes the frequency of the received signal to shift within the variation in the signal strength over time. There are two subcategories. Fast fading occurs when Doppler spread a measure of the rate of the change of the signal is high. This leads to rapid fluctuation in the received signal strength, making it difficult to maintain a reliable communication link. Second one is flow fading occur when Doppler spread is low. In this case, the channel variation are slower than the variation in the baseband signal, leading to the more stable initially. Next, there are three types of propagation effect. The first one is reflection. Reflection occurs when a wave im- impinges on the object that is moved, which means that any protrusion has a dimension much larger than a wavelength. Reflection is often accompanied by reflection, transmission of the wavelength to the object. The strength of the reflected and refracted wave will often depend on the type of the material. The second one is scattering. Scattering is what happens when a wave im- impinges on the object that is rough and has irregularities with the dimension on the other the wavelength. It's similar to reflection, but the result in a smearing of the signal around the angle of reflection. This leads to a larger loss of energy as the signal is spread over a wider area. It also results in multiple parts arriving at the receiver from a similar location with slight difference in delay. Later, what is diffraction? Diffraction is a bending of the wave around sharp corners. Important example of the diffraction include a wave bending over the tops of the building around street corner and through doorways. Diffraction is one of the main ways that it is possible to provide cellular coverage in city and is one reason why the lower frequency, say less than a 3 GHz, are considered bench front property in the world of surveillance specters. Next,
Okay, I will continue with handoff. Handoff is a crucial component of the cellular concept is the notion of handoff. Mobile phone users are by definition mobile. They move around while using the phone. Thus, the network should be able to give them continuous access as they move. This is not a problem when users move within the same cell. When they move from one cell to another, a handoff is needed. Okay, this is an off. By looking at the variation of signal strength from either base station, it is possible to decide on the optimum area where handoff can take place. Next. Okay, there are two handoff type, hard handoff and soft handoff. For hard handoff, in cellular communication, the term handoff refers to the process of transferring an ongoing call or data section from one channel connected core network to another. With handoff, the link to the prior base station is terminated before or as the user is transferred to the new cell base station, so that the mobile is linked to no more than one base station at the given time. Initiation of the handoff may begin when the signal reaches at the mobile. For soft handoff, in cellular telecommunication, soft handoff refers to the overlapping of repeater coverage zone, so that every cell phone set is always well within range of at least one repeater, also called a base station. In some cases, mobile set transmit signal to and receive signal from more than one repeater at a time. Soft and off is beneficial because it reduces interference into other cell and improve performance by using micro diversity. Also, soft and off can extend coverage area mitigate. Next.
There, how cellular phone works through handoff. If one of the mobile units moves from one cell to another during the call, then handoff processing takes place. The mobile unit detects and selects the BTS with the strongest control signal as its home cell. The selected BTS informs the MSC about location of the user. The MSC then registers the user in a directory to indicate its location. The user is assigned a new channel in the new cell, and now the call are routed to the new cell. All this processing takes place without any interruption. Next, next. When a mobile moves into a different cell while a conversation is in progress, the RNC automatically transfers the call to a new channel belonging to the new BS. The off operation not only involves identifying a new BS, but also requires that the voice and control signals be allocated to channels associated with the new BS. Processing handoffs is an important task in any cellular network. Many handoff strategies prioritize handoff requests over call initiation requests. Handoff must be performed successfully and as infrequently as possible and be imperceptible to the users. Next. In order to meet these requirements, we must specify an optimal signal level at which to initiate the handoff. Once a particular signal level is specified as the minimum usable signal for acceptable voice quality at the BS receiver, a slightly stronger signal level is used as a threshold or as a threshold for handoff. The gap given by this is the symbol uh, indicate the gap cannot be too larger or too small. If the gap is too large, unnecessary handoffs which burden the RNC may occur. If the gap is too small, there may be insufficient time to complete a handoff before a call is lost due to weak signal conditions. Therefore, the gap is very important. Next.
In deciding when to hand off, it is important to ensure that the drop in the measured signal level is not due to momentary fading and the mobile is actually moving away from the serving BS. Hence, the BS monitors the signal level for a certain period of time before a handoff is initiated. The length of time needed to decide if a handoff is necessary depends on the level, the speed at which the vehicle is moving. This data can be determined from the statistic of the uplink fading signal at the BS. Next, handoff in first generation, 1G. Signal strength measurement made by the BS and supervised by the RNC. Each BS constantly monitors the signal strength of all of its uplink voice channels to determine the relative location of each mobile user with respect to the BS tower. In addition to RSSI measurement, a spare receiver in each BS located receiver is used to scan and determine signal strength of mobile users which are in the neighboring cells. Based on the locator receiver signal strength information from each base station, the RNS decides if a handoff is necessary or not. Next. Handoff decisions are mobile assisted. In mobile assisted handoff, MAHO, every mobile measures the received power from surrounding BSS and report to the serving BS. A handoff is initiated when the power received from the BS of a neighboring cell begins to exceed the power received from the current BS by a certain level or for a certain period of time. Much faster than 1G method, measurements are made by mobiles and the RNC is no longer constantly monitors signal strength. Next. That's all from us. Thank you.